Hello, and welcome everybody. We are here in the EPT America's Weekly number like 47 or something. Let's check, what number is it? It's like number 47, it's 38, which is almost 47. And we're going into the grand finals. It's been a hard road to get here, but it's a best of 5 grand finals. This man up here absolutely dominated Silky in the semi-final with a 3-0. It is Exxon Gaming Special. Especial. And down in the bottom right-hand corner of Submarino, the red Protoss player. He's a cheeky bastard. It is Goblin. Goblin's a big fan of Phoenix Colossus styles, and if there's anyone who's going to play VOIDRAY Colossus at pro level, heck, it's got to be this guy, right? If there's anyone who's going to do it, it's going to be him. Now, he's going double gas on one base, which tells us he's doing a tech build. And indeed, what is that green line? Oh my, oh my, oh my. That is a proxy if I've ever seen one. He's going to go for a proxy VOIDRAY. Unfortunately, you start building a Stargate here against someone who's going 2 racks Reaper, and you're, I believe, already, without even knowing it, is free choice an illusion? Because you're going to Dicktown. This probe didn't wake up this morning and choose to go to Dicktown. But I think Goblin's strategy is going straight to Dicktown, because I'm pretty sure he's literally going to... He's going to build... Yeah, proxy, and he's going to do nothing. Reapers are going to come down and evict him. Uh-oh, this is real bad. Special can't see it from there. I wonder if his SCV rotates to there. Do you think he can spot it? I don't think so. But I think Goblin's in trouble. This is a rough start to the series. So it's a Zealot. Notice he's already a little bit lower on probes on minerals because he's prioritizing 3 on each gas geyser. An incredibly quick Stargate. Now, Special does need to spot this with the Reapers and pull SCVs very quickly. He still doesn't know about it, though, and he's actually rallying to the front of his base. Oh my god, I may have called this too early. No, Special, you need to go right there. Oh no, he has no idea. He's going to build a command center. Oh my god. The way this works for Special is you've got to pull SCVs and depower this. You cannot let this get up. If a VOIDRAY gets out of that, you are done in this game. Now that probe is going to fall. It does get one more shield battery down. The Zealot, though, is already on the command center. Another probe has been pulled. The Reapers, they have to target the shield batteries, but there's another shield battery coming up. If they don't pull a ton of SCVs, they are not getting rid of it. And he's already given up and swapped into Marine production. He's realizing, screw this. I don't think I've got enough time to get rid of it. There's going to be a VOIDRAY here. He's panic building bunkers, trying to get Marines out of these barracks. Now, these Reapers can always counterattack. They represent a very real threat to the Protoss player. They're going to start focusing on that probe, but I really feel that they're not even going to help on the defense. I think they need to go across the map. The bunker will keep him alive against the VOIDRAY temporarily, but for how long? He needs to get a factory up behind this, and it's going up behind the mineral line, a very safe area where he can try to get out those Magfield Cyclones. That's going to be massive if he can, but look at that. VOIDRAY already says, hello, supply depots. Hey, little Marinas. You guys don't have Stimpaks or +1 or a Medivacs or anything. Do you want to come over here and play? They're like, nope, you can take our food. Fuck you. They're shitty Terran rations anyway. Take our supply depots. We don't care. What we do is just, yeah. They're going to try to get some damage on the VOIDRAY. Nicely done. Good micro. The Adept's like, hello. You don't have enough units to be in many places at once, do you? That depot goes down. Oh, no. The Reapers, though, have hit the other side of the map. They find a shield battery and a stalker, and they have to leave. Goblin prepared on all fronts, and he is going absolutely ham. That VOIDRAY takes out a few SCVs. 1 Marine in a bunker, not threatening, but look at that. 4 Marines, and suddenly it takes a lot of damage. But gets back to the shield batteries. The second VOIDRAY is almost there to form the alpha. Remember, a single VOIDRAY is powerful. You can smell its privilege a while away. But when you put 2 of them together, it is pure trust fund madness. These 2 VOIDRAYs are just going to go in there. Their life is basically set up for them before they even put any effort in. They're like, oh, I guess I get a prismatic alignment if I need extra damage. Nice SCV repair. Special should probably put those SCVs on auto repair. The first Cyclone's almost out. He's got a lot of Marines, but remember, if he ever loses that bunker, he's dead, right? So he's got to be really careful. Leaving those SCVs, he's now finally got his extra orbital up, so he can drop some mules, and he's got to build some more depots. He's almost supply blocked here. First Cyclone's out. Remember, no Magfield, though. No Magfield yet. Shield batteries are even being built on the high ground. Oh, man. So Goblin's going to start coming in and just focusing the SCVs, and when he turns on prismatic alignment and clicks that bunker, it's going to be huge. And behind us, he's building Phoenix. Oh my god, so he wants to come in with a super fast Phoenix, pick up the Cyclone, and then just eviscerate it with the VOIDRAYs. This is really cool. Stalker comes a bit far forward. That probe gets focused down. Oh no, shield battery though does a good job. A VOIDRAY goes down. He goes a bit too deep. A bit of mismicro there from Gobbo. Uh-oh, Gobbo is in trubs right now. That shield battery finishes. He pulls back. Oh my god, the SCV pull is big right now. It looks like so many of Goblin's units going down. He loses another VOIDRAY. These Marines. It's the Marines that are carrying the day, but he clicks on that Cyclone, does take a target it. Oh, the VOIDRAY's taking a big amount of damage. The high ground remains specials. These two drilly boys say, get back here, you little fucker. But the probe gets back to the shield batteries. That VOIDRAY is alive. Another one's on the way. It's 28 SCVs with double orbital up against a 23 probe, 1 base Protoss. But the shield batteries remain a very real threat in this game. Now that VOIDRAY gets very heavily bruised. Both lock-ons with mag field, remember, do get used up, but they're already off cooldown. And he tries to take down the Cyclone, but look at how much damage the mag field lock-ons do, mate. Oh my god! I think special with 2 Cyclones out, a third one. Okay, he's supply blocked right now. That does suck. He needs a supply drop. I think he's okay now, because he can clear this whole area. He's even pulling the boys. He wants to get rid of this. He says, look, I'm just going to come down and fight you. You have to run away from my mag field, mate. You absolutely have to run away. And oh, he does lose 1 Cyclone. He doesn't quite lose the other one, though. Still 1 red hit point Cyclone there, ready to mag field. Another Stalker goes down. The SCVs drilling their way through, and Goblin has been evicted. His Nexus is most of the way done on the other side of the map, but he doesn't really have anything to defend it with. This VOIDRAY is desperately trying to find anything it can up here. It is going to grab 2 SCVs, a Marine, a 3rd SCV, a 4th SCV. Oh, Goblin, you're such a naughty boy. But the Cyclone says, bad, spanks the VOIDRAY. It starts crying, and it's gone. In fact, special here unites the workers, and in the Bernie Sanders-esque strategy, rises up, and actually, he puts a VOIDRAY tax on them. He says, nah, it's fine, man. We're actually gonna, all the SCVs, they're gonna come in, and it turns out, yes, you might have more money than us. Yes, your single VOIDRAY beats a single SCV or a Marine. But when we combine Marines, Cyclones, Reapers, SCVs all together with bunkers and whatnot, we can combine our forces and take it to Dicktown. Goblin was not expecting this at all. He thought he had the push up. He tried to take the high ground, but beautiful Cyclone micro. The Marines doing a great job, and yeah, just 1 or 2 micro mistakes, I think, where Goblin went a bit too deep with some of those early VOIDRAYs, and the mag field was just massive. Look at that. Oh, very nice play here by Special. And yeah, good start to the grand finale, hey? 1-0 there for Special. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. 1-0 advantage to the Terran. Good way to start the finals, eh? Just one more shout out. I do want to say a big thanks to everyone who supported this stream today. If I did miss your shout out or any messages you guys sent, I do want to say a big apology for that, and just a big special, I know it's a generic one, but a big special, special thank you from my heart. Appreciate you guys allowing me to keep doing what I do. I mean, you know, there was a point in my life, I remember, where I had dignity. I would put on jeans and a t-shirt at the start of the day, but not anymore. You know, these days, when I choose to wear pants, it turns out it's a roach costume. So, you know, it's just good to be dragged to the bottom of the barrel with you guys. I just want to say thank you for hanging out and supporting the channel, and allowing me to slowly just dip into a wallowing sadness while I watch pro gamers who are actually talented at this game. Sorry guys, you can tell I'm a bit low on energy. Let me, I need a snack. Give us a second. Oh, what's this down? Oh, I found. What is this? Oh, moldy vegetables. Nice. Delicious. Oh. Yum. Oh, no. Oh, that's great. Is this toenail clippings? Crunchy. Crunchy toenail clippings. Fucking fantastic. Damn, man. Say what you want about people who drink Bud Light, but their toenails are spectacular. I'm talking amazing. Amazing. Alright, continuing this grand finals, I've got some energy back about me. Up here in the top right hand side, in the blue, the Terran player. This is Exxon Special. Down here in the bottom left hand side, in the red, the Protoss player. It is Goblin. Nice early probe coming across the map. Looks a little bit suspicious, doesn't he? Is that, what's that on his head? Do you guys see that? What is that big phallic-shaped object? Oh, I see. It's a Protoss reincarnation of Captain D-Head, man. Look at that. I'm here to fuck shit up. Okay, all right, buddy. All right. He's gonna build a gateway behind Special's natural. Now, Special's like building his barracks over here, trying to be tricky. He's like, oh, you don't know. I'm pretending to proxy. Goblin's like, oh, I'm not even scouting, buddy. I'm just building a gateway here because that's my build. Is this a Max Pax? Oh my god. Max Pax was actually eliminated earlier in this tournament, and it looks like Goblin's gonna use his build order. So I think he's gonna go for an expand pretty quickly. We're gonna run 2 Zealots in, and then, actually, he might use this just for the setup for VOIDRAYs, though. No, it's looking like a Nexus. Yeah, so it's going to be a Nexus, 2 Zealots, and then a Stalker or 2 or an Adept or 2. Special is not scouted. He's doing a double gas build, though, so he should have a very quick factory behind this. He'll have all the tools necessary. He just doesn't want to build a command center here. The worst thing you can do is, like, build a factory, pull some workers off gas. He's already pulled the workers off gas. Start the command center as the Zealot pops out. And I think he's going to do it as well. Oh, actually, I think the Zealot's a bit too fast. Yeah, the Zealot will be there just when he's about to go for it, I think. Cybercore behind this and the gas. Now, obviously, there's no fighting units at home with this build. Where's the Cybercore? Oh, that's it. That's the Cybercore dummy. So the Reaper can, if it runs straight in, do a whole bunch of probe damage. But at the same time, there's nothing at home to defend the Zealot. So the Zealot evicts the SCV off the factory, says, hey, who wants to wrestle? The SCVs are like, dude, as much as I'd love to drill the shit out of you, I don't want to get sliced by your lasers. The Zealot here, oh, he gets one. Can he get another? He gets a second SCV. Very nice micro so far on both sides, but Special, I think, probably a bit disappointed to be losing 2 SCVs. Definitely doesn't want to lose a third one. Reaper takes a few hits and finally takes that Zealot down. There is a new Zealot out. It's going to hide behind the natural, being a bit cheeky, and he's going to wait for that Adept. So Adept coming out now as well. The Zealot comes back in a bit too early. The Reapers were being careful. They were waiting at home. Command Center does build on the high ground. Special does take a couple of hits on these Reapers, but nothing too massive behind it. Stargate and an extra gateway are on the way. So the thing about this opening is Goblin does need to stop being so wasteful because he's losing a lot of valuable units. But there we go. He gets one guy, and if he can get an SCV as well, that's good. Okay, so this Adept picks off a Reaper, gets an SCV, gets a second one, and delays the depot. Okay, so now suddenly it's all right, I think. I do think he has to recall this Stalker the moment it pops. I'm not sure if he has energy. He does. Nicely done, nicely done. Okay, very well done, very well done. So he loses the gateway and the pylon, but look at this. He's up 7 workers. This command center was very delayed. There's no add-ons on any of these buildings. So he's forced a ton of Hellion Reaper out, and now it's really got to be about defending that counterattack. So I think an Oracle's a great choice, but you did not want to go across the map with this Oracle. It's a good rally point, yeah. Shield battery there. Shield battery might even go down in the main base as well, to be honest. This is the sort of scenario where there's no such thing as being too safe. Now, he's already poised to pull those probes up to the main. He's going to mineral walk those through, but the Reapers can still bounce the Stalkers off the ramp. The Oracle, though, very important. Oracle comes forward and says, get out of here, dickheads. I wouldn't turn it on yet. I would save the energy. I don't know if this is the right call. Oh, actually, he's got very good micro. You see, I would let most of those Reapers escape. I think confirming 3 Reaper kills for that energy, totally fine. The Stalkers can now probably defend the Hellions, especially with a Phoenix lift or 2. Doesn't really want to go across the map, though. Just wants to stay defensive for now. As long as you protect your 2-base worker advantage, you're in a good spot. But the Hellions not going to rest for a moment. They go on in. Oracle turns on its laser beam. It gets 2 or 3 shots off. 4 probes go down. There's no shield battery up here, but the Phoenix says, get out of here, buddy. 4 probes not enough for that. I mean, it's damage. It slows him down. It's workers for units. But the Phoenix sees that there's Cloaked Banshees on the way. There's no anti-air at home. And I think Special might just be too far behind the curve in this game. You know, economically, he's going to go for the 3rd CC, knowing he's not in the greatest position. He cancels Cloak, cancels the Banshee, and he's just building Marines, Vikings, and Cyclones. And Special's like, okay, well, I know I can't do more damage, but maybe he over-respects the, you know, the aggression. The Banshees, I go 3rd CC, I turtle for a few minutes, and maybe I beat him in the late game. But for now, Goblin moves towards the 3rd base. How many Phoenix has he got out? 3 Phoenix and an Oracle for his anti-Banshee. Magfield on the way tells us it's going to be mech play. So Special already taking gases on the natural, but Goblin, he can just run in and win the game. Phoenix going to pick up the Cyclones, the Marines, and he's just got no units. He's dead. No bunker. And, yeah, he's toasted. Stalker Volley is too powerful on that. And yes, one Phoenix falls. The SCV is trying to do their best, but it's just not enough. He's lost all of his Cyclones. That's his mobile anti-air. And these are just a handful of unimportant units for Goblin, whereas this is all Special has. Even his SCVs are all stuck behind each other, one at a time, lining up at the Stalker kissing booth. Not really the best place to go for the attack there, Special. There we go. Mass repair on that. He's going to try to keep that Cyclone alive as Marines around the end. I mean, he's doing what he can, but you're basically giving a man a pointy stick to fight a squad of dudes with assault rifles. It's not very fair. Robo's on the way, more Phoenix building, getting ready to dive in one more time. There's still almost no anti-air. There's no splash damage or anything like that here. Oh, Cyclone does get picked up there. And that's it. Very nice game. The Max Pax takes a map back against Special. How's the music volume, guys? We cranked it up after people were like, where's the music? Hope you guys are enjoying the new volume level. What a way for Nina to get knocked out. She is on fire, does all this heavy work only to lose to Protoss garbage cheese play. And that's the way StarCraft is. You know, to win tournaments, you can't just be good at one thing or two things. You need to be good at the whole package. It's really hard. It's really hard. And there's a lot of those heartbreaking moments, but can't be good just at one area of the game. You got to be very holistic to succeed. Destiny Cloudfist, welcome back for 6 months of subscription here in the pigsty. And yeah, I'm having a good time, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the game so far today. I'm having a bit of fun. It's been some good StarCraft. Any Diamond Zergs around 3,500 want to practice versus Terrence, says Stefan Sean. Stefan. Anyone wants to practice with him? Give him a hit up in chat. Always cool to see people looking for practice partners in chat and Discord or wherever they can find. And alright, that's it. All right, what are we doing? There we go. Down here, in the bottom left-hand side of the map. He lost the last game to a filthy proxy gate, and he is no doubt mad. It is Exxon Special. His opponent up here in the top right-hand side, in the red, the Protoss powerhouse, the Cheese God, the Cheese Goblin. I have seen Goblin beat Clem in one of these tournaments before, so as much as you guys, you know, oh, I beat... Oh, he just cheesed Nina. Well, I've seen him beat Clem in macro games as well, guys. Goblin is definitely a cheeky bastard, but he's one of the cheeky bastards who has a lot more flexibility to play a more regular game than some of those cheeses out there. He did a very good job there. What's that? Bud Light, surely you mean Foster's? Well, in the dumpster there was actually a discarded case of Bud Light, so what can I say? It's a little weird, I know, that someone's drinking Bud Light, well, I mean anywhere in the world, but especially in Australia. To be fair though, you would actually have a higher chance of finding a case of Bud Light than Foster's in Australia, because nobody drinks it. Nobody drinks it here. It's the lie that we foisted upon the world. We were like, oh yeah, it's our favorite beer, Foster's. Yes, and then we, like, literally as a nation did the college prank where you piss in the bottle and then give it to your friend and you're like, this is the best beer out, it's so tasty, and you all pretend to take a swig and drink from it. You're like, wow, that's so nice. It's like real flavor sensation. And then your friend feels peer pressure and he drinks it and he's like, oh, it's kind of warm, it's weird. And they're like, oh no, that's like what it's meant to taste like. Don't you just love it, Billy? He's like, yeah, I love this beer, it's great. And you're like, oh, he's actually drinking our wee. Same thing, Foster's, as an entire nation, we proverbially did that to the rest of the world. We're like, haha, what happens if we put something that tastes like pee in a bottle, but say we like it, haha. And the rest of the world bought it. A few years ago, I did actually get a Foster's, the first, maybe the second one I'd ever drunk in my life. It was on a plane, and I saw they had Foster's, and I was like, oh, can I have one? And they were like, why is this Australian so excited to get a Foster's? And then I was like, I drank like a quarter of it. I was like, yeah, this tastes like piss. Just needed to remember. I was like, I remembered it tasting like piss, but like, let's check. I'm like, yep, tastes like piss. Okay, no worries. To be fair, piss is synonymous with alcohol in Australia, so, you know, you're gonna get on the piss, you might as well taste like piss while you're getting pissed, you know? Anyways, down here in the bottom left, this is of course a very quick tech opening into a delayed expand by Special. Widow Mine on the way, nice quick starport, reactor now. So it's the 2 Reaper Hellion poke. Adepts very good for dealing with that. They get the bonus light against all 3 of these units. As long as they cancel that shade. Goblin! Cancels at the last second. If he didn't cancel that, he was going to take so many probe losses, and as it is, pull a probe. Oh, the probes just tased that Hellion. Get out of here. Well, this is a clean hold. Is he going to get any probes? Oh my god. Oh, he gets it. Oracle does use a bit of lazy juice there, but overall, doesn't really get too much done. Does Special see that it's Phoenix afterwards? He does. And he's going Armory, so he's going to be going for the invisible Widow Mine drops. The thing is, the Oracle is much better detection than it used to be. It's much better. It's actually insane. Shout out to Lucas, who's drinking Bud Light right now. Tweet a pic at us, dude. You should totally. Oh, it even gets spotted leaving the base. So Goblin's just like, yeah, I'll just revelate that, no worries. And remember, Revelation only costs 25 energy these days. 3 Adepts are out. He's got some Phoenix that are going to come across and intercept that drop. I like that Special's like, oh, okay, we need to go home. I know I'm going to get intercepted. We got to pull back. And then as it wears off, he can move out again. There we go. Wears off. He's got a Widow Mine out here, but he's kind of forced on the defense. Goblin takes advantage of this opening. He says, take a third. Zone him out. Let's take a third. Meanwhile, of course, a fusion core's on the way. Special's playing a battlecruiser build. Oh my. He does some pretty fierce 2-base battlecruiser pushes. With lots of Marines, some SCVs, a tank or 2 potentially after the Cyclone. Can be super duper effective. Widow Mine drop coming across the north. I'm surprised Goblin doesn't have any spotters either here or up here. He's a little blind right now, so his Phoenix really need to be in a central position, ready to shut this down. You can see he's kind of checking the bottom edge right now. Oracle checks the top left, but he's a little slow to react, so these are going to get burrowed. And that Oracle, oh, he's got to be careful. Oh, that Widow Mine, so dumb. Ooh, good spready. That Revelation hit both medevacs. Both mines and the medevac are good cleanup. And Special, of course, has swapped out of this. He's actually going to go mech. It's battlecruiser harass. And he's just going to go 3rd CC on location while harassing with BCs. Oh my. This game is going to get weird. I've seen Special and a few Terrans play amazing mech plays versus Protoss. The thing is, in the past, Special has often gotten over-eager with the battlecruisers and fought away from his tanks and Cyclones a little bit too much. So he's got to be careful with that. Cyclone does shoo those away. Lots of Marines backing it up. Has to protect that 3rd command center. Goblin, of course, going to restrict his vision by cleaning up that. And yeah, so just building Cyclones and battlecruisers for now. Interesting. Lots of power units. Robo Bay's on the way here for Goblin. Goblin's pretty good at this stage of the game. I feel like, you know, catching him out just with a real stock standard bio play can sometimes have a better chance against him because he's very good in a slow game. That being said, I'm talking, you know, the build-up phase, but in ultra late game, Special might just be more efficient. Special's played a lot of mech styles over the years. Oh, first BC's in there, 2 probe kills. Oh, oh, oh no. Okay. Phoenix aren't going to take that fight. They just do 2 little damage. The VOIDRAY, of course, adds something. Oh, those probes took a while to transfer back after running away from the main. So, actually a fair bit of damage there with that battlecruiser. Really well done. Really well done. Behind this, more battlecruisers. Yamato. 2nd factory's on the way. Or 3rd, in fact. Sorry. He's already got 1 reactor, 1 tech lab. Wants to get another tech lab factory up. Straight into the gases. Sick macro on both sides. Now, this Oracle's going to come in. Could actually get some damage. Takes out the turret SCV first of all, and then grabs a few more of them. Cyclone's coming though. Does pull back. Observer sees it. Special's like, hey, how did you know I was coming? Scans and gets the Observer. It's the Oracle giving away his buddy there. How did they know? They cracked the cipher. Alright, gonna take out this 4th expansion now. +1 Blink and Colossus. So, Colossus Blink I always feel like it's really hard to use against mech, but the top level players do it so well. But they just kind of shave around the edges. And they create this ranged unit dynamic, and they shave off all the Hellbats and stuff. And then at some point, if the Terran splits too many Hellions off for run-bys or loses too many to the army, like 20 Zealots just come in as well and wreck all the tanks. So it's this thing where it's like, you're kind of playing this very fragile, like long-range army, and then you just suddenly can swap into Zealots off it. I like that there's a second forge and lots of gateways. If you're playing to this stage of the game against mech, I actually like to go about a 95 probes and really get up to about 23, 24 gateways, but you really need to have some Stalkers with Blink on the edges to clean things up, and doesn't lose as many probes as he potentially could have. It was only 2 Hellions, but battle cruisers are going to come in over here, and you know what? The VOIDRAYs aren't in position right now. Has only got a few gateways. The extra gateways are all finishing up in that main base, but they're not quite all done. And uh-oh. Might have to overcharge this shield battery to try and heal through this. A couple of Yamatos do go down. Does take out 2 Stalkers and just teleports out. I mean, 3 probes, 2 Stalkers. It's not a lot of damage, right? It's really not big, but he's just going to keep doing that, right? The pressure battle cruisers put on is like, I'm just going to keep doing that. And it's really frustrating to play against. The upgrades, though, for Special have been forgotten and neglected. He's up to 5 factories, 2 reactors, 3 tech labs, and a starport. He's building a Raven. He does now start 1-2 upgrades for ground. So interestingly, he does want to get those tank upgrades, and I think he really needs some tanks, in fact. A Widowmine does take out a Stalker there, nothing too major. No 5th base on the way yet for Goblin. He does get cannons and batteries across most of his bases, or actually only that top base. He wants to come forward. He does not want to let Special get a 4th base. Oh, he's got to pull back, though. We can't just fight there. Not like this, Goblin. Oh, Goblin, you're still in tank range, buddy. You got to be careful. And I don't think he can actually stop this landing. Special's just man-moding it. He's like, no, dude. If you want to defend this, come forward and get blasted by my tanks and cyclones. The battle cruisers are going to go across and do some counter damage as well. Hellions ain't going to do shit. They're going to get taken out by the cannons. I actually managed to kill a few probes, funnily enough. But look at this. He's thinking of going in as Goblin. This crazy maneuver. Charge isn't quite done. Those Zealots just suck, but the battle cruisers being out of position gets taken advantage. Ooh, the tanks are getting landed though, and Goblin unable to bust through. The battle cruisers really turning the tables, just not enough damage, and I think a bit of an anti-timing attacking just before charge there for Goblin. He's replacing his Stalkers. He is going for 2-2 upgrades. His +2 attack's almost done, but I mean, 2-1's almost done for Special, and he's got a 4th established, so Special is so happy with this scenario. He's still got 2 battle cruisers alive that he can recycle over and over again to do run-bys. I've seen Protoss players win from way behind against mech before, though, just because the mech player doesn't use their advantage, right? The correct thing to do as mech is to be very careful and patient and slowly build up and wear your opponent down. But it does mean your opponent gets a few tries. I mean, each time they lose a big fight, the chances do go down by quite a large margin, but Goblin's really just going to continue to try, and it's not so much it's like, should Goblin still win? Is he still 50-50? No. But it's, can you catch Special out of position, and a mech army is very bad out of position? Yes, absolutely. But look at these siege ups, mate. It's so powerful. So powerful. He's going to take a 5th. Oh, Goblin. I think he needs to channel his inner Goblin. He's down 60 supply. He's pretty fudged at this point. I mean, he loses a handful more units. He's still on a low-tier shit show of an army of Zealot, Stalker. Not even many Zealots in there. I do think, actually, Mass Zealot would be kind of amazing as long as you fight where the Hellbats aren't, right? Even big Zealot run-bys hitting the natural. Prism's getting in the back. There's not really that ring of turrets or anything. Uh-oh. Hellions come in. 5 probes go down. 6 probes. 7 probes. 10 probes. Nicely done by the Blue Flame Hellion harass. A Colossus gets locked on and killed by the Cyclones. They look for the Warp Prism, not quite able to find it. This Observer giving great vision to Goblin. He sees everything there. He kind of wants him to come up. He's like, hey, come out here, buddy. Come and play. But that Watchtower likewise giving vision to Special. And lock-ons. Very powerful. Battle Cruiser run by. 3 more command centers on the way. Special wants to get that mass orbital up. Oh, the Prism. The Prism goes down. Big tank volley. Goblin's just taking too many pot shots, man. There's way too many hits that are landing on his army. Whenever he's just looking to scare a Special, And Special's so unafraid because he's got so much momentum in this game. And look at that. Yeah, there's just no way. Goblin tries to take this fight. He's gonna kind of blink some Stalkers down on the tanks and kill some of them, but... Oh, I mean, even though he gets the tanks, the Hellions and Cyclones, I think are gonna kill all of this army. And there's battle cruisers in his base right now, so... Yeah, he loses almost all of his Stalkers. He's got some at home, but he can't quite deal with these battle cruisers. The Stalker's struggling with that. A few Stalkers escape from the other side of the map. He was up on 90 probes and so on. Maybe he could replenish these armies, but he's not. Special is the one on 90 probes. Special's the one who's not only fighting incredibly efficiently, but also has a way better income. He's got way more money. These tanks here try to pull back to the high ground. The Zealots come in, but those tanks obliterate. And this base gets cancelled. 69 probes. I mean, it's a nice number. Trying to go into carriers, but it's too late. Way too late. Special just dominating. Fantastic opening. Really gets in a good position. Goblin unable to keep pace. Despite blocking the early blows as well. Special just kind of showing, hey, I've got big mech play, you're not ready for it. And, damn, man. At this point, yeah, very few units were traded until that first big attack. But that first big attack, honestly, it needed to do more than that. I do think attacking before charge, a huge mistake for Goblin. A huge mistake. And one which cost him. Special is up 2-1 now. One game from taking out this grand finals. From sealing the deal. Uninspired says, I unironically enjoy regular Smirnoff, so I lose all credibility in discussions of alcohol. I used to drink so much of that as a teenager, dude. Oh my god. The thought of it just makes me sick thinking about it now, though, because there was too many nasty hangovers, mate. Coors Light. Some people are drinking Jack Daniels and Coke. No. Some people will never taste glorious Belgian Trappist beer, says Az. Oh, dude, the really good monk beer. Oh my god. Those guys just... I mean, there's just something about being oppressed and horny in an abbey for your whole life, where apparently you become literally the master of all brews. That's like the secret, dude. The best beer in the world the best beers I've ever had have all been Trappist beers. And yeah, I think it's just something about being a horny dude, hanging out up in your monastery, your abbey, wherever it is. You're like, oh, fucking Jesus, goddamn. And he's like, dude, let's just get blitzed all the time. And let's get blitzed making some tasty, tasty, delicious beer. I wonder if Belgian and wild yeast beers were the predecessors to craft beer, says Concon. Well, I mean, all beer started as craft beer, right? Everyone used to just make their own and stuff, yeah. But I think definitely a lot of inspiration from those that inspired all the best ones out there, right? For sure. Guys, this is a very... I'm a roach, for those who don't know. Some of you are hanging out. You're like, what is he? What's happening? I know you can't see all of it here. If you type !roach, you can see the full body shot. But right now... I am excited, and I need to stop talking about my outfit. Do you know why? Because it's a normie opening from Special, who's not scouting, up against a 2-gate forge. It's the same one he used against Nina. It's the Goblin Special. He's like, am I going out in this grand finals? No. I'm building zealots and cannons and get fudged. And Special's like, what the fuck? Oh, are you serious, dude? His SCV is looking around. He's like, what is this? He's going to pull more boys, which is always a good choice. But the Zealots are very happy for that. They're like, oh, you're going to pull SCVs and have less money to deal with our Zealots? And he's even pretending he's faking it right now. Special's like, oh, it was a fake. Oh. And he's like, wait, what? Special is thinking about expanding. And he's like, oh, you're kidding me, you shithead. And he pulls the SCVs, but the probes are here. He's like, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to deal with that? Probes turn around. Fight. Go, probes, fight. Fight. So Special's held it, but the Zealots are coming. The Zealots are coming. They're coming! Get the fuck to the high ground! Get out of here! He's got enough drilly boys. I think he's fine, actually. Cannons and pylons going down. Uh-oh. 2 Marines there have got a good amount of damage output. More SCVs have to get pulled. Special cannot let these cannons get up. So he's going to focus fire the cannons. That other one, though, is getting very healthy. So his Marines need to focus fire that cannon. Yeah, he's going to focus fire it. So the cannon should go down. That leaves the SCVs on their own to fight the Zealots. They get a bit of a surround. Marines need to keep focused on the cannons. Focus the cannon. Focus the cannon. Oh, no. Special. Okay, he's going to pull back. All right. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I guess he's okay. His bunker's not ready yet. He does bounce those Zealots. Trampoline style. 3 more Zealots there, though. Even though 1 has fallen, more SCVs have to get pulled off the line. The Zealots don't even give a fuck. They're going to go straight into that mineral line, man. Good micro on the SCVs, though. A little bit of hold position mixed in there. Lots of SCVs fall, but... Uh-oh, I don't know. There's a lot of cannons going down, dude. There is a lot of cannons going down. There's still 3 Marines and a Reaper, though. They take out the cannon that was most built, and that's a big problem. Oh, the bunker! It gets up! 1 hit point SCV! The Zealot was trying so hard. He wanted to kill that SCV, but he was not able to get it. The bunker does finish. That depot's going to go down. These cannons, though, I don't think any of these is going to finish. And, yeah, the probe goes down. These cannons go down. And even though the Zealot's being a bit of a pain in the dick, he gets, what, 1 SCV. He can run around the back, but this is great Marine micro. Unloads Marines on the back. Focus fires the cannons on the front. And special here, putting on a masterclass defense to slam the dumpster down on the head of his cheesy Zerg opponent. He takes him down. Marines, SCVs. He says, what's that? What's that? Oh, you're going to come at me with your cannon rush? Taste my drill. Taste it. And unlike the Stalker kissing booth on Ice and Chrome, he does actually take a very good fight and absolutely smash it. GG, well played. And, yeah. Yeah, monk beer, Trappist beer. Shit's good, guys. It's good. Hope you guys enjoyed that grand finals. Hot damn. Some hilariously crazy games. Special comes out as the champ. GG, well played, guys. Congrats. Good games. Nice players. Very good. I like his cheesy plays. Very good.